And we're fucking live. Ooga fucking ooga cunts. Welcome to the new fucking Cuntstream channel where we get cunts and that's basically about it. We throw a bunch of cunts into a stream and you've got the premise.
Well, at least
Welcome
you got
to the Cuntstream. We got cunts and cunts.
Well, you got two vagina holders, so you're good.
Yes, tonight we actually have two token women.
Yeah, normally we have either one or my gay voice.
Wow. Just noticed that we have a plethora here of token minorities. We've got the token women, two monkeys, and the token bi guy. So
I'll let you know, I may look like a monkey.
Sociopath. Oh wait,
hold on a second. Shut up. Hold on a second. I may look like a monkey, gorilla to be specific, but I'm also a tune. Respect my fucking pronouns, you cunt.
You're a tune?
I'm a tune.
oh,
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a documentary, not a comedy. All right. My people.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was rape culture.
I was gonna say, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Who Framed Rape
All
Culture?
them tunes killed off by that oil.
But you can't stop us. The infection's spreading.
Yeah.
I don't know if you look around your
I'm
land.
the token military veteran. We have all the tokens.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
you,
don't know if
Smudge. I'm the co-host.
All right. Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna tell you a bit of a warning. We've already infected your women. Have you seen the hair colors right now?
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. That's because of people like me. You're welcome. And it's gotten further. We've infected their brains and their personalities. Have you heard of a Trigglypuff?
Do you look like that in real life, Samaj? Is that your real hair color?
Didn't you see my video I made for Little Miss Anonymous? I turned on my camera for you, you bullshit.
No, you didn't.
I totally fucking did. I'm a full tune.
Smudge, cut it out.
God damn it all.
I just said you cut it out of your own video.
There, Raph.
What?
Check your freaking Twitter. Somebody's talking to you. The only reason I know is because for some reason I got tagged in this shit. And apparently...
Dale showed up just to say that he's going to bed.
I don't want to check my pocket.
We have to kill his parents.
Hey,
Twitter, one
cunt.
thing I don't like.
Send Jax the link, cunt.
Send Jax the link, cunt.
Well, are we gonna get raunchy tonight, or?
Oh yeah, we can't. Can we have minors in the fucking stream if we're gonna get as bad? Orange is coming.
Hey.
I
did that already.
You do realize
Ichabod is orange. Fuck.
You do realize. Michael, you do realize I'm gonna have to edit that later and say orange is coming.
Orange is coming. Orange is coming. Oh yeah.
White Sith says leave his fucking parents alone. Fucking no one.
Apparently I've smoked a lot today because my demon voice is very on point.
My demon voice is Dr. Claus. So
all right, you know what? We'll let Jax in. We'll just boot her as soon as titanium rods come up. Deal?
I'm going to hell.
Well, I am lying down with my leg pointing up. Since they're already up.
No comment.
Magnificent Bastard is here.
Now.
That fucker brought Little Miss Anonymous up to her target.
By the way,
I'm looking at it and just fucking donated the rest.
Good job,
Hey,
bro.
I was gonna say, what do you drop? Like 116 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
seriously, Magnificent. I mean, I don't know about your previous track record, but you earned your book.
I'm positive I've
Your
seen it
namesake.
in other donation things as well. I think he donated to Peach. If I'm not mistaken, he donated to Jeff Holiday's Haiti fund there.
That was a really fun stream to watch.
Yeah, that was a long stream to watch.
Does
Yeah,
this
I
asshole
did
just
the
have
ground
money to
for like
throw
2 hours.
around? What the crap?
I know, right? I'm poor.
Well, I mean, I was gonna get it changed into pennies and throw it at strippers, but you know.
Hey, them strippers need them panties.
Jax is here.
Jazz!
As soon as we start talking about strippers, the minor goes up.
Hey.
Excellent.
Depending on what state you're in, you can actually get a minor into a strip club.
Yes, you can.
That,
Yep.
that's why people come to the Cuntstream to get this interesting information.
We're gonna teach you all about strip
It's more relevant than Tumblr.
Hey, we might be cunts, but at least we're better than Tumblr.
It's
Exactly.
true.
Cuntstream. Better than Tumblr.
I mean,
But
Sponsored
wait,
by
Samaj.
Kenya. Go fuck yourself.
If all a ploy by Toons to slowly get the world turned into Toons, and the hair colors and how they sound is all based on the Toonists, then Tumblr is exclusively your fault.
Are you accusing Toons of running Tumblr? Like
causing
people
chaos,
how
I am.
accuse like how people
running
accuse,
Tumblr. You kidding us? You own Tumblr.
I can't believe this. First, you guys go after the Jews for owning Hollywood, apparently, and now the Toons run a social media website.
Wait,
What is this?
wait, the Jews own Hollywood?
What's it?
I mean,
Hold on,
This
hold on,
is just
hold on. I never said anything about the Jews owning Hollywood. I just say blame the Jews because of Pippi.
all right.
well, I blame it.
Conspiracy.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about Hollywood, but I do in fact blame the Jews for a specific person. His name is Keemstar.
Wait. Keemstar is a Jew?
Nah, it just
No.
sounded fun. He's got a big nose and a very dark beard. Close enough.
Yeah, I thought that was just a
no.
gnome thing.
He's a gnome. Yeah, he's a gnome star. He's not Keemstar. He's a gnome.
Gnomish culture.
So is that like gnome troll appropriation? I don't know. That was a
Yeah.
That
really
might
awful
be
pun.
Moving on.
that might be gnome bashing.
Probably.
Fair. So is whack-a-mole.
Whack
Yeah,
game.
but they
If
have
there isn't a Whack-A-King game, there needs to be. You know, like Beat Up Anita, Whack-A-King.
You know, he likes to say he's going to kill people, so audience, I don't advocate it. I would never advocate anything like this, but what about the real life Whack-A-Keem? Again, not advocating it, but Whack-A-Keem.
We're
I'll
not
be right
saying
back.
you should go do it.
Exactly. That would be awful. That would make me a terrible person. It would probably be illegal in some states. But Whack-A-Keem.
We're just saying it because it sounds cool. We're not actually advocating. It sounds nice to say.
It's
Exactly.
a fun
It's just
thing to
something that
say.
rolls off the tongue. Whack-A-Keem.
Oh yeah.
Whack a
Oh, whack.
Keemstar. Find Keemstar and whack him. I mean, Whack-A-Keem.
Whack.
Whack-A-King Phoenix?
Yes. I don't know. I've never actually watched this channel. It's called Drama Alert, isn't it?
Is.
All right.
If
Look,
you guys
it
haven't
is-
heard, there's a better channel
Just than
called Skeptic Alert.
Islamic deportation.
Okay. Look, when you watch an episode of PewDiePie, he's talking about Keemstar and how he's hemorrhaging subscribers. Tells you that someone's cancer on the internet.
Wait.
How can you hemorrhage subscribers?
Pull
we're
Lacey
more
Green.
getting toward the
Wait.
fact that Samaj watches PewDiePie.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever seen a PewDiePie video.
Right.
Neither have I. And
I
I
saw
plan to keep
H3H3 for the first time, actually, when he did the humongous interview.
Yeah, it's the only time I've seen H3H3 actually.
Well, the reason why. Yes.
See, I have seen a PewDiePie video. That's why I don't watch PewDiePie videos.
Actually, no, that's true. I have seen one PewDiePie video.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah,
I've actually seen
and,
one of his videos.
Don't get me wrong. He
Somebody
seems
was
like a
watching it at his
perfectly
house.
nice person in person. Like, he's a person you could sit and talk to.
Shit.
But when he is trying to be entertaining, he is just a douche.
Yeah, but he does like gaming type
Not
stuff,
just a
right?
douche and obnoxious
I've
douche.
got a question
he's
about
a Let's
actually
Player.
watching PewDiePie videos, though. Does
Yeah.
it really count to watch PewDiePie if he actually stars in South Park?
Oh
That
no,
does
I
not
did.
count.
I did see
Maybe?
that.
I don't
not
know.
count.
Because that's the
Cannot be held
only
of you in
time
the
I've
court of
ever
public
watched
opinion.
PewDiePie myself.
Yeah,
I was
like,
actually
that's my experience of PewDiePie.
He's been in a lot of Minx's Gmod videos, but aside from that, like, I can't stand him. But in those, you can stand him because he's not trying to entertain anybody. He's just playing the damn game and making a little bit of commentary over it. But when he's by himself, I don't know if it's like a douche switch or what, but I cannot stand him when he is by himself in a room playing a game.
When he's by himself in a room playing a game, there's a douche who goes to his asshole.
I was
You two were talking at the same time.
Go ahead.
Like he has a douche
Right.
in his
Knuckles?
asshole. That's why he sounds like that. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a douche in his asshole.
Yes, he does.
I said so he pretty much has an on-off switch for MGTOW.
Mm,
Turn it off, no MGTOW. Turn it on,
MGTOW.
big toe power switch.
Magnus the MGTOW.
just making noise. Yes, well, the conversation went, yeah.
This is such faggotry. I don't even know where to start.
Are we trying to do the ring?
I can think of a few places for you to start, Mask, but none of them are appropriate, Jax. Here.
Of course.
Oh, don't worry. Omegon is the only one that gets me moist. I wouldn't even rape you.
Give me 10 minutes and I'll change that perception.
You gotta say, give me 10 minutes and a bottle of Jack. We'll change that right up.
Oh, I don't need
I
the whiskey.
turned away for something not illegal.
No.
Raping?
The whiskey's for her.
I need the
I hope
fucking
it's
whiskey.
Samaj.
Oh no, I need the fucking whiskey. I mean, look at I was doing a response video to goddamn Lacey Green.
Oh God,
I've
why?
already done one. I feel your pain.
we all need it.
Can't do
We
it.
all need to pop that cherry sometime.
Right, what-
No,
I already did my
can't do
response video to Anita Sarkeesian. It took me about 4 years, but I did one.
Have you guys
4 years,
seen her,
a
have you
small
guys seen
fragment
her
of your
latest-
soul.
All right. Have you guys seen her latest video?
Yes.
That's the one I did the thing on.
well,
Japanese
the
stuff?
response video on.
the seductress one.
Did you see
Yeah.
the amount of fucking makeup on her face?
Yeah.
Nope.
Wish she was
Fuck.
going to war.
Have not seen it.
No, she
Will
was
not
dolled
see
up
it.
like a fucking 16-year-old girl who just learned that she could actually put makeup on her face because she was socially awkward before the age of 16.
You know, actually,
Or a
it's worse than
$16
that.
hooker.
Look, guys, it's worse than that. She is literally, be it she knows it or she doesn't know it, she is culturally appropriating Japanese geisha culture. That's how fucking bad the makeup is.
It's not even she has bad makeup. She has bad eyebrows, bad face, everything. It's just.
I'd still fuck her.
Oh yeah, we'd all
Mhm.
hate fucker. I think we can all
Nope.
agree to hate fucker.
No.
No.
Well, according
No.
to your
You're not
little,
agree
Don't
to
put Dick and
this.
Crazy.
according to
Oh,
that
no,
little,
Do not put Dick and Crazy.
Oh,
wait.
Hey, there's still time to
Bomber
answer
is
the
new.
poll.
Tiki Bomber's new. Lacey or Anita?
Oh God damn it.
Honestly, Lacey, because
Yes!
at least I could
Fucking
shut up.
damn it.
But the herpes, man, the herpes.
Purple
Why does
alert.
nobody think of the herpes?
I
think
think
because
Confirmed on the
there's condoms?
Cuntstream.
Herpes.
Tiki Bomber already has herpes. No, just kidding. Kidding.
Well, I'm a feminist, so that's probably given.
Okay.
Oh,
it's
wait, you're a
made worse
feminist?
for Tiki because there's only so many ways that lesbians can do it. So there's a face going somewhere that it shouldn't go at that point. God damn it, Jackson's back.
You're gonna have a bad time.
it's gonna go. Look,
You go up
there-
the
I
sound,
say
you're gonna
Lacey
have a
because
bad
at least
time.
she's got the lips. Anita Sarkeesian don't have very much lips. She's just
I'd
got all.
rather have no. I'd rather have a woman with experience though.
You also don't have a dick to suck.
Oh.
Sorry.
Why do I still not have a weapon? This game is the devil.
well,
I'm
you're
playing
playing.
Blood.
Because
Bloodborne.
you're privileged. That's why.
Yeah, apparently.
How come I'm not privileged enough to have a weapon? These guys are huge.
That is your own fault.
Giggity.
I'm fighting giant, well-hung zombies here.
So, do they make horses cry?
I'd ask them if they'd bother to stop killing me.
It's so big it makes your boy Pat feel inadequate.
Oh man, I was just in a stream with your boy Pat. I'm scared of him now.
He's a big dude. I wouldn't
Dude,
even fight
he's
him.
too big. He's two big dudes that share a voice.
Yeah, like not going down that road.
I'd be like,
Nope.
fuck, dude. What's your exercise
Nobody, nope,
routine?
nope. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Regiment
Exercise routine.
called
Don't
being
Yeah.
black.
kill me.
He
That
got
sounds
on
like
from the
about how
cops
well
all the
hung they
time.
are. And don't kill me, not don't pin me down and rape me. And then eat my
I know.
flesh.
Dude, please tell me you wouldn't even rape me. Please tell me you would not even rape me. No, he's gonna rape me
I'd
with a
rape
scythe.
your ass.
He's gonna rape me with a scythe.
I don't know, man. Dim knuckles.
He looks like he'd give a painful hand job, but it would be worth it.
Yeah. There must always be the rule with hand jobs, and that rule is 45 minutes long, no lotion, eye contact the whole time.
That's
Rack, you down?
incredibly specific. He can't afford me.
I'll DM you.
Do what?
Orange juice. Okay. I'll just let you know my rates now. $1 million.
Wait, you said you're gonna DM?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
dick
that
message.
later, but first I gotta DM him. He has to send me his rates.
For who?
I just told you. I just told the whole world.
Oh.
$1 million per minute.
Not worth it.
Yeah, I'll just rape you instead. Sounds easier.
How does one rape
Hold on, let me roll
exactly?
this d20. That was a
Let's
7. He
fucking
ended up
find
drinking
out.
it instead.
No, that was.
Yeah, I-
Fucker into a wide open tunnel. Now I
My
feel
poor-
bad.
Okay, so Schmeckel, this is your nice new channel. What's it called?
The Cuntstream. I thought it was appropriate because the Cuntstreams are going here.
There we go.
You know, it may
That sounds like
benefit us
like an
somewhat to like have a topic or something to talk about while doing this.
Topics are for proper live streams on the proper channel.
Exactly.
These are Cuntstreams. They are garbage. And all of you
Weird.
listening to this are garbage for listening to it.
So we have
Seriously.
Oh, by
nothing
the
to
way,
talk
would
No,
I
about.
need to
let's
send
just
the-
get drunk and talk about shit. Got it.
Nothing to do
I
and nothing to
forgot to-
address.
I forgot to send T-Bing the link. We don't have garbage watching yet, or unless she's just got the
Oh
notification.
shit,
for the
I
first time
forgot to
ever.
send Anon the link. I told her I'd do that.
I didn't tell her I was doing this tonight.
Let's bring the fourth in here.
I tried to.
Yeah, that-
Oh, Anon
like-
can't join. She just had the whole
Oh, okay.
cunt cancer removal thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad for that.
Yeah,
It went
her
well.
cunt's not quite ready to stream yet.
Well, at least it went well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
she
hear.
said the most painful thing was the IV, so I feel like if that's the most painful aspect of it, you're doing pretty
Rip.
good.
Yeah.
She's gonna be sore for a while, but you know.
She's not
Well-
going to walk for a while. Yeah.
Well, in her words, she has a mouth.
Damn it, Wrath. Who is eating chips?
No,
It's not me this time.
Stop me this time.
Magnificent Bastard says it's a cunt stream, but the closest to a real cunt is a Kiwi, cheap Aussie knockoff.
Hey! We can't call the underage kid a cunt. Oh, I forget you're 12. yes.
Excuse me, Tom?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of you being underage.
Oh!
Actually, I'm not underage, depending on the country you're in. But
Wait.
Don't tell Panda Bearing.
no more of those. No more of those. They aren't
Nope,
even funny
nope.
at this point, man.
You're English, right?
She's a fucking New Zealander.
You fucking retard.
Whatever.
That's why we were making Kiwi jokes, Einstein.
Your dialect is derived from English.
Yeah,
So
well, most
is
of ours is, to be
mine.
fair.
So why don't you give it up and just speak English?
Okay, then cunt is perfectly fine for her to say. It is
Hello,
not
little
as
Miss
bad of a
Anonymous.
swear.
Hello, cunt.
By the way,
Hello,
Miss Anonymous
Dobby
is in the chat.
Oh,
Miss Anonymous.
10 points for having Little Miss Anonymous in the chat.
Yay.
10 very small points, Schmeckle.
Hello,
Only
hi,
10.
/ greeting.
Hello, you drugged up cunt.
So,
Oh, look, he
how
said
are
it,
the
damn
drugs?
Oh,
Woo,
as a side note, around Friday next week, I should be getting my sleeping medication back, so these will be far more entertaining.
You're a retarded ostrich, lone wolf. Hmm.
Hey, we all know the retarded ostrich, and that's Bundy.
No.
Them poor ostriches.
I
Ostrich, huh?
was so looking forward to sleeping this week.
Okay, just to get into that, Mask, why don't you relay the story of Bundy last night?
No.
Morning. Oh no, go ahead. You
No.
relay the story because this is the most
Why?
ridiculous thing that ever happened.
No, you do it. I can't.
There's no
The
such thing
cancer
as
was
a good
real.
Bundy story.
I fucking know.
I think
I
I've told him
don't
more.
know what this Bundy is.
You don't want
Ted Bundy.
to.
Okay,
Almost as bad.
let me explain, Schmeckle. Take
Imagine
the
if Ted
oldest
Bundy were a Granny
woman.
Slammer.
Damn it, Wrath.
Yeah.
Oldest woman you know, like 94.
Oh god, is she fat?
I was gonna say, damn it! Why
Imagine-
are you blaming me now?
Now, imagine how unappealing that is sexually. He wants to
Is she fat?
He's
He-
a
he
granny
wants-
court. He's a granny
wants to
chaser.
tap that. Yeah.
He wants to tap grannies.
I like
ever
the
tried
old
to-
fat amnesiac.
That's disgusting.
To pull apart a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes.
That's the flaps.
That's what you're gonna end up with if you're banging grannies.
Ew.
It's not from that new. It's not from that Dumb and Dumber movie.
What
Gross.
idea what it's from? I've heard that line a few times in context. I don't want to address. Sorry, dying slowly.
Orange guy asks, what do you got? Are you cold? You dying? What? You're coughing, you're sneezing, and all that stuff. What's happening? You dying?
Oh, that's just me coughing, and that is not something I'm going to address live if I can help it.
Gotcha.
He's done.
Yeah, we're not
something
going full
that
dark
he's
side.
Not proud of.
Well,
Gotcha.
to be specific, it's not that I've done something I'm not proud of. I just don't want anybody doing charity bullshit for me.
Oh fuck, he's got fucking lung cancer. He
You know what?
mentioned that.
Shut
Let's
it.
think of the oranges.
No.
They
He
suffer
mentioned
with
it
lung
last
cancer
night.
far more than women.
No,
Nice.
we're not
Why are
addressing this, Schmeckle.
He's got lung cancer. That's it. Charity time.
Lung cancer.
Why
Yeah.
are we? All right.
Remember, oranges suffer from lung cancer more than women do.
Tanga eggs, can you just support us? Everyone we have on here has fucking cancer.
No,
You're doing a
no.
good thing.
No, I don't
No.
have
That is
cancer.
not a reason. You leave me out of this, people.
I think I'm in the wrong stream. I don't have cancer.
Yeah, I know, right? I think
I'm in
if
the
anyone-
right stream.
I don't know if anyone deserves cancer. It's me because
No,
I
mean,
don't
Orange
even
may have
smoke.
cancer. The rest of you just are cancer. There's a slight
fair.
difference, but
To be fair,
Is-
self-inflicted, so it's my own fault. So no bullshit, okay?
oh, it's lung cancer. No, fuck you.
Apparently, there's a chance I have it, so that's fun. But
Oh,
I doubt it.
16. That's sad. Also, she's a white chick.
That
Makes
makes
it
sense.
even sadder.
Privilege.
Which-
I am so going to hell in this stream. Why am I here with?
We're definitely going.
You're going to hell?
Stray
You're worried
away
about
from-
going to hell?
Lone
Yeah,
Wolf has
stories.
requested that we mention Tanga eggs because Apparently, he missed the times that we mentioned
Tanga
Tanga
eggs.
eggs.
Tanga
Let's
eggs?
mention
Who's that?
Tanga.
What the
Okay,
hell
Arnold,
is a
we're
I
Tanga
don't
doing
know
egg?
what
this
a Tanga
together.
is, though.
Whoa! Tiki doesn't know.
I don't know what a Tanga egg is.
Oh, but we
What
have a
the shit is a
minor.
You're all
Tanga egg?
retards.
Tanga eggs are a nice alternative to Easter eggs, Jax. They're just a branded thing. Don't you worry your little head about it.
Okay.
I want some.
Seriously, what is a Tanga egg?
Samaj, you do this best.
I'm gonna
Yes,
mute
you
myself.
do.
Tanga eggs are a wonderful male masturbatory aid that you can use. Well, normally once. You can use it 4 times if you clean it out. But after that, you're supposed to throw it away.
It's not
But they come
explaining
in a
what
nice
it
carton,
is.
So
What is the application of this device?
All right, it's like a
Male
silicone. It's like
masturbatory aid.
yeah, it's a stretchy silicone thing in the shape of an egg, but it's hollow on the inside with various different ridges. All right.
So it's a fleshlight.
So it's a pocket pussy. It's
Exactly.
just
Yeah,
pocket pussy.
fleshlight.
Yeah, it's a pocket
Yeah.
pussy.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
I just looked it
Thank
up.
you for
Holy
finally
shit! What the fuck is wrong with you
explaining that.
people?
welcome to the
A lot of
Cuntstream.
things.
Actually,
how much time you got?
I can't judge too harshly. I'm a little bit fucked up as well. So
A little bit.
okay,
Come
maybe a
on.
lot.
Let's be honest.
Eat her.
Okay. That
Tanga eggs when a sex doll is too much effort.
And the hooker is too much
bastard.
herpes.
Tanga
Actually,
eggs.
yeah. Do you know how much a fucking hooker would cost you per month if you fucking got one every day? Jesus Christ, dude. It'd just be easier to just get a Tanga egg.
You might as well just get fucking married at that point.
Why buy the cow when you could get
Unless
the
you're
milk for free?
MGTOW. Unless you're MGTOW and you need a flashlight.
A
See
flashlight?
here,
Fleshlight.
I said a
Flashlight?
flashlight.
it sounded like you said flash.
I know.
I heard
I almost said flash, and I said flash. Yeah, I said. Oh my God, Smudge, why?
All right, so let's get that up so everyone can see.
God damn it. Let me
Okay.
There we
now I have to
are,
look at my
Tanga
phone
egg.
instead of getting killed.
the
Just fucking nuke it from
people's
space.
I've heard the
video.
spider
I'm
one
gonna
is
lie.
That
particularly
Twister looks
nice.
pretty good.
Now, like I said, these are just temporary. In Japan, I'm assuming they're in a vending machine.
Ew.
Well, here you
Probably.
get ladies' underwear from vending machines, so why couldn't you get these?
Well,
You
you
can
know, it
also
makes
get
sense that it's in
schoolgirl
Asia
underwear.
at least.
Yeah, I mean, if you're at school or something, then you need to get off real quick. You don't have a lady handy.
Oh
Jesus.
Jesus.
See, here's the advantage of a Tanga egg over a wife. A Tanga egg won't be upset with you if you bring a bar skank home.
Tanga egg doesn't fucking talk.
Now, me and Little Miss Anonymous had a conversation on Twitter, and I was quite surprised to find them following me. They followed me after all this, so yeah.
Tanga eggs when you're too cheap to buy lotion.
How do I stop this?
Tanga
I'm
eggs. Because she
genuinely-
said no.
I'm genuinely curious.
Tanga
How
egg
much
because
these
prison
cost?
sucks.
Well,
Because like, are these things like weirdly expensive?
They're like
Well,
$8 or something
Tanga
like that.
eggs. Because she's too young.
you can get them
Don't talk
Oh.
about me like that. Jesus.
Continuing.
Yes.
Okay, so Jax, if you get booted, don't be offended. It's our fault.
Wait, what?
It's always our fault.
I'm worried about getting banned from the internet.
It's always our
I
fault.
just don't want to be
Why would I be
kicked off of
picked?
the entirety of the internet because
Yep.
we said crude things around a 16-year-old.
Awkward.
Have you spent 5 minutes with Pippi?
Have
I
you
know,
ever
right?
talked to me?
15. Oh, even worse.
We're doing our best to oppress you. That's why we haven't been talking to you, Jax.
Honestly, I think if you're 13, I think if you're 13 and
They're
older, you
just
should be
being
allowed to,
ageist.
you should be basically considered an adult on the internet.
Well,
Just
yeah,
saying.
you're at the right intelligence level, but
You know what you
I don't know
should
about
have
all
done?
that.
There's
I
a lot of
I think you're at
people
internet
on the
level.
internet at that
I would say it's 13, 14.
Whoa. I know it's the Cuntstream, but mute yourself. You're gonna do that.
No, gross.
Seriously,
I was trying to open
what are
some
you getting off
Pringles.
to?
Let's do it.
Trying to open Pringles and it
Yes.
sounds really lewd. What the fuck?
It's really hard to open them. Oh.
Jax, you may want to reconsider the way you phrased that sentence. Oh God, that is a very big angry thing. Nope. No.
Magnificent bastard. Tanga eggs, now with audio.
Yeah, boy.
Because you can make your own ham sandwich.
Okay, so
Vibration.
Ow.
on the last stream I was on, I came up with an idea for an invention, and it's going to be glorious. We call it the Power Jack. It's
God.
it's a fleshlight that has a magno-resistance generator within it. So while you're jerking, you can power your phone.
Oh my gosh, that would be perfect.
Something
Why
like
don't
that
you
already
plug in your
exists.
fucking
Have you
phone
checked
while
out
you're
kink
jacking
machines?
off?
Okay. No,
Wait a minute,
no.
wait a minute.
no.
There's already something you can
No.
charge your phone by jerking off with.
What?
There might be something like that already. You have to look up on kink machines because they actually come up with a lot of different things.
Well, I'll look into it, and if not, there'll be the Power Jack, and someday the Power Jill.
And somehow the feminist knows about this.
Kinetic energy.
Wait, so were you serious about being a feminist?
Yeah, I am
She
a
is a
feminist.
feminist.
I do not believe in a lot of the third wave feminism ideologies like banning catcalling and stuff like that. My focus is mainly in third world countries and the Middle East where rape is technically legal and needs to be addressed worldwide.
Bingo,
Oh, so
bitch.
you're a feminist.
I'm
the
proud
same
of
way
you.
The fucking rest of us are.
So
Proud.
you're like
I am
a
a
Christina Hoff
feminist.
Summers feminist type.
Yes, Christina Hoff Sommers is actually my idol.
So
He
you're
is a hero
like
to-
a belated second waver. I get you. I get
Okay.
what
I can't be belated if I was born after the second wave feminism was done.
That's why you're
Okay,
belated.
I-
you're after the fact.
And I'm not the only one who has these ideals. There's just so few feminists who actually believe in a lot of things that I believe. We need to shut the fuck up about the first world and focus more on the third
Tiki?
world. Yeah.
Tiki,
There you go.
I would hug you, bitch, right now. I would go full homo on you. You are my idol.
Oh, I would totally accept that hug.
Oh.
Anyway.
Don't worry. Don't
Um,
worry. I wouldn't even rape you.
This is
This
why
is
we
getting
don't
way too
invite so many
nice.
women here.
I have an
don't-
honest and yet slightly weird question to ask.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The only person that is genuinely curious to know what Christina Hoff Summers looks like without clothes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not even necessarily a pervy thing. I'm just curious.
Well, to be honest,
It's a pervy thing. Don't
I'm
lie.
curious about what Fisty Blisters looks like under her fucking clothing, but not.
No. I'm curious about Lacey, even though she's got herpes or whatever the fuck she has.
Well, I'll just let you know, if you're interested, if you're curious about the whole Christina Hoff Summers, there's a porn star is making or already made sort of like a porn parody involving her.
Oh.
Ew.
That's
Oh.
not.
Yeah, something.
It's not the same though.
I haven't seen it. It's a porn actress. You may have heard of her, or maybe not. Her name's Nina Harley.
I'm not gonna.
I have not.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna answer to whether I've heard of her.
All right.
Which means yes.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. So she was doing something like that, and apparently Christina Hoff Summers is very flattered.
Well, yeah. But that's the thing, though. It's not a pervy thing. I'm not interested in seeing her get railed by 6 guys. I'm just curious about the logistics of it.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
thing
that's
with
weird.
Christina Hoff Summers being comfortable with that is because Nina is showing an express interest in not only Christina Hoff Summers' ideals, but expressing her feminine sexuality, which a lot of feminists tend to try and censor out or speak up on. It literally depends on which batshit crazy one you want to talk to about.
Patchy crazy one.
Wait a minute. So,
Accurate.
are you on the sex positive, sex negative scale? Are you on either end of that?
I'm okay. I am sex positive. I am under the belief that if you sex, regardless if you're intoxicated or not, then you have consented to sex. It's not rape. The man is not in charge of what you do with your body after you're intoxicated. That is still your choice. It's much like if you get into a car and you run over somebody while intoxicated, you are responsible for the consequences, not the passenger.
Does anyone
There's
have
no
a
point in
Hallelujah
thinking
Chorus soundbite? Because I think we just found the smartest feminist under 30.
I know, right?
Um,
know how old
I'm
Tiki is.
31.
Ah,
Oh, then
see.
fuck
I was-
off out of here, cunt. You're nothing special.
see, when I heard your voice, I figured 25.
God damn, why is everybody supposed to be younger than me?
Well, actually,
To make
I
you
had
feel worse about
adopted-
your life.
You
I have
suckle gently
honestly
upon
adopted
it, sir.
these ideals about feminism and trying to support, and I was 27.
I want to go back a second. Wrath, do we need to make Orange feel worse about his life?
I never claimed to be a good person.
I was just saying, in context, is this really something you want to do?
No, you're right. That's just like, that's a knee-jerk response when people say shit like that to me. It's just like, I want to make you feel worse about your life. That's just it.
Yeah, but now you feel bad about it.
No, automatically.
Sociopathic
when I-
tendencies? No, I don't.
well, with me, when it comes to feminists, every time I meet one, I'm like, okay, which part of feminism are you fucking ideology fucking supporting, bitch? Is it gonna be like the like what kind of batshit crazy ideas are you gonna have? And then Tiki says, "Oh, I'm for third world nations." Thank you, thank you. It's a fucking miracle.
Honestly,
Why are
I'm seriously
man.
pissed off that 5 poorly produced videos is more important than the health and welfare of women in third world countries.
Yep.
A new project Anita Sarcasm is creating.
Oh, I fucking hate her. Don't get me wrong. I fucking hate her, but I hate fucking her.
Hold on a second there. Schmeck, would it be okay if I invite someone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Cool.
Okay.
Why not? We have low
Because
standards.
not
I mean,
fair.
I'm here.
Each Cuntstream, I will do my best if I'm here to tell a terrible story about my life. Who wants to hear
You will,
the story
and
about?
they're quite terrible.
Hey, can any
I
of you
had to
cunts
live.
screen share with sound?
Negative feminist.
Red robot.
Hey, Red! What you
Fucking
doing,
love
Rich?
Greetings, Red.
Invasion of the Cunt Stream. This is how you get popular, by the way.
Hi, Red. How you doing, cunt?
I'm absolutely marvelous, my sexy she-bot. What is up, my triggers?
Aw, see?
Give myself a skull bomb for Halloween.
Oh, you know,
Nice.
I think what's actually quite accurate what I'm dressing up as is Harley Quinn. It's fucking accurate as hell.
Okay, which version of Harley Quinn, though?
God damn it, why does
the
everyone
Fortnite
ask
version
that?
or the classic version?
Well,
I
there are some major shifts in her look. It depends on which version. I personally, my personal favorite is the original one from, the Batman animated series.
series.
That's
Yeah,
me.
I don't
that's
like
what
the crack hoe
everyone
looking
is
like.
hoping it is going to be, Red. We all just want to see Mask in a bodysuit. I get it.
Actually, I hadn't considered that part because I figured she wouldn't show us. So I didn't figure we'd see it in person.
Well, I might.
Wow.
I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know. Just I've teased it on fucking Twitter, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well,
I will
just show us
be-
the camel toe and everyone will be happy.
Anything is possible on a cunt stream. Holy shit! I have to leave this hangout I was just in because they will not stop talking in the hangouts. Like, just add each other on Twitter like normal people.
What?
Fucking shit! I was just in a stream right before this, and they will not stop messaging in it, and it's driving me bonkers.
What's that, Orange?
Okay, Schmeckle. Are you ready for the terrible story for this one?
Oh no.
Oh,
It's early in
yes.
the stream for
This
an orange
is
story.
the way to kick off the cunt stream. An orange
Okay,
story.
before you do, maybe we should set up some rules.
Oh,
How
yes.
about-
Jax, cover your ears and go la la la.
I love these stories.
Hey, just a quick heads up. Orange, have I heard this story before?
No, you haven't actually.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to go get a beverage, but you know what? I'll wait.
Hey, Red. I'm sure
Dude, if you
didn't
want some
hear about
alcohol, I got some for you.
Hey, Red. I'm sure you didn't hear about the cat either.
Okay. Here's
the cat.
here's why I bring this up. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe you should hold a bunch of stories on reserve. So how about we make it so that each time you're on, you tell one story.
Yeah.
That way we have a reason to invite you to every other. Not that we wouldn't invite you. You're awesome, but
Yeah.
Faggot.
All right. So,
by all means.
Internalize
shall
that orange.
I?
Yes.
All right. So, it's just the home that I lived in until I moved out. I was living with a young lady named Heidi, and she was a sex-negative feminist.
Show me.
After and keep in mind, I am not time here. I timed this shit because I had a feeling. After an 8-hour argument about whether porn hurts people physically, she walks off. And I'm like, okay. Done and over with. So I go to bed because this is like 4 a.m. now.
I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. Does this end with somebody's dick getting cut off?
No.
Good.
Close, but no.
That would be painful.
So, awakened about 2 hours later by the screaming, cackling drunkenness that is this sex-negative feminist. And she's like, "You're a son of a bitch," and all this, and probably about every curse word you could possibly imagine. And during this entire time, I have not noticed that she has like went in the basement. Like she sleeps in the basement because that's where you should put the sex-negative feminist.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say mental asylum.
I was gonna say at least she didn't come out of the closet.
That's where the dogs go. They go in the basement.
Anyway,
hole in the backyard.
So she's up there and screaming, and this entire time I haven't noticed that she has a lead pipe in her hand.
Oh shit!
Like, okay, we're not gonna agree on this. Just go back to bed, because clearly she's drunk. And she says no, and she cold cocks me right where Dad shot me in the shoulder with this lead pipe. She cracks me right in the shoulder, and you know, naturally, it's like, Jesus Christ, I've just been accosted. Holding my shoulder, and if you notice, when you hold your shoulder, you'll kind of bend at the knees a little bit. So she proceeds to smack me right in the balls with it.
Ouch.
Keep in mind, this is not a slow swing. This is like full-on baseball swing.
That's hurting my non-existent
can't
dick.
reproduce now.
And to be fair, this is the only time I have ever forcibly put a violent hand to a woman. And if only because I, honest to God, felt that she was going to kill me. And this is why I have a dumpster laptop now, because I picked up my laptop and cold cocked her in the back of the head with it.
Oh, fuck.
I gotta say, in the interest of egalitarianism, if it had been a dude, you would have knocked her shit out with your bare hand. Or his shit out with your bare hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you must exercise restraint, Red.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it were a dude and I were in that situation, I'd have knocked him in next month.
To my nuts, they'll be lucky if they have teeth left.
Right?
Orange. Well, I'm gonna say this flat out. I'd fucking deck her in the face, and she'd have no teeth, and I am not joking either.
Well, we have to remember, guys, we have to remember that at this point, he's undergoing waves of pain on 2 different fronts, mind you, and adrenaline is going. But
using the laptop would improve your aim. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, it's very big and flat. But like to round out this story, every once in a while nowadays, if I move wrong, one of my little boys will pop into the other side of the sack.
So they switch teams?
That's hard. I swear to God, Orange, every time you tell me a story, I end up laughing and going, what am I laughing for? That's horrible.
It's like,
Every
why am I
time.
laughing? This is the worst thing I've heard.
Ow! Ow!
You are the walking guilt trip of funny. I laugh, but I feel bad because I know it's a true story.
Ow!
Yeah, see, it's like
I have this friend who tells like really dirty stories about sexual encounters he's had, and if it weren't for the fact that it would seem like bragging. If it weren't for the fact there's a couple of ones that I've heard him tell, and from a slightly different perspective than the way I remember them because I was there. The way he tells them is exactly the same. So I have every reason to believe the other ones that I wasn't there for.
Hey, Orange.
It's that
By the
kind
way,
of
if
thing.
I ever bring Orange, I'm sorry if I piss you off because I bring up the cat, but it's still funny. Fucking.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
sorry.
a story.
I'm sorry. If I ever like repeat it and it's like it ever annoys you, please do tell me because I don't want to piss you off.
Yeah,
It's such a fucking silly. Yeah, it's just I'll try not to repeat it, but it's such a fucking funny story that I could not believe. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
To be
Oh,
fair,
you have such a fucked up life. Oh,
Ow!
to be fair,
That's all I gotta say.
sociopath.
Wait, let him talk.
Off.
sorry, go ahead.
What?
To be fair, sociopath, you're not going to piss me off.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
has
get
it pretty
angry,
easy
I
because
don't
he
get
doesn't have
sad.
feelings.
Well, the last time I felt this kind of mixed bad and laughing was when you told us the story about being raped by his Amazon.
oh, the Amazon.
I know that story too.
Yep. Yeah. My story time isn't anywhere near as just oh my god, what the hell? Mine are usually funny and just weird.
And
Who's
just
saying his aren't funny?
Well, no,
To
his
me,
are
these
funny,
are funny.
but also tragic. His are better.
The tragic
Mine are only funny.
Bad.
funny.
They're tragically
See-
funny bad.
See, the Amazon story went full Shakespeare. It's a tragedy, a comedy, and a romance.
I think we could probably cut the
Alas,
romance
poor
part out of
Virginia,
that
I
one.
knew it well, Horatio.
Well, I'm not. Well, it was romantic for somebody. This wasn't you.
Oh.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe the feminist was trying to tell you something, Orange, and she wanted your patriarchy.
Yeah.
But,
You
It was
should have
I
oppressed
say
the
young-
shit out of her.
I say young lady to be polite to these people. She was 53.
Wow.
So
I don't
I'd
think
say
she was a young lady then. No, you should have just called her Madame. This Madame.
Ma'am.
This lady.
That's where someone's reached the age where you're officially in the can't teach an old dog new trick stage. Jesus.
Would that be a Bundy age?
Might be a
I don't
little
know.
Bundy.
She looked
Might be a Clinton
Yeah.
age.
She looked
Sounds
pretty
a little
young
young
for
for
her
Bundy.
age. I'm not gonna lie, she looked pretty young for her age. But you know, one of the major reasons I moved out of the house that I bought.
Yeah, that would be a reason.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
Red.
technically, you should have just kicked her out instead.
Red, compliment
Right.
my microphone. It's way better than my last one. I'm joking.
Okay, hold on.
Well, see,
Hello, microphone.
Hello,
You're doing a
microphone.
good job. You're making that sound very sexy. Which is a good accomplishment because normally she's just kind of sexy.
Actually, my
Okay,
microphone
so-
was shit last time.
See, I would have been way meaner about that.
since this is the first on this channel, I will go ahead and overview of the why I don't live in the house that I bought story. Just
Oh,
because as
no.
a bonus. I bought a house for a very reasonable amount, and I bought it so my mother would have somewhere to live until she died. My mother
Aw.
and my father. And
Aww.
though it was a very significant expense, I was like, well, okay, you know, you guys can have a life trust, which means that they can't be thrown out. And shortly before he died, Dad pulled a knife on me and was trying to kill me because I was making ramen.
Melty little shit.
Ramen I bought, mind you. But I was making something to eat, and he told me that I needed to go do something so he could buy cigarettes. And I was like, that's not my thing. But so he pulls a knife on me, and I move out, and I'm like, okay, few years go by, Dad's dead by herself with my brother. And she asked me to move back in. So I was like, okay, I'll move back in. During this time, the house had been completely destroyed. Like, even when pass away, there's no salvaging the house. But to that point, I had moved back in, and she had moved in a couple of other roommates, one of them being Heidi, the sex negative. And was I could not get along with this woman, but I kept my distance from her. So eventually, my brother moves in 2 more people, and they were cooking meth in the basement. So I moved the hell out. And what bothers me about this is I was able to function much better when I actually had the money to purchase this house. So at this point, I have dropped $76,000 on a very nice home ever be able to live in because it's so destroyed, and there is still a meth lab in the basement.
Jeez.
A functioning meth lab? Because you might have a solution to your money problems.
I'm not a seller of the meth, unfortunately. I'm not a big fan on
Find
on
yourself
drugs.
a Jesse.
But the short and simple of it is it's just unfortunate to the fact that much on it that there's no way to recoup that loss. And the house it's utterly destroyed. And just the things that have gone on, like the next Cuntstream, I'll go ahead and tell the story of the 2 crazy people that Caleb moved in that abused their kids.
Oh boy.
Child abuse.
Wow,
stories
this
are
house
fun.
sounds like it's a very nice house.
Oh yeah.
It was a wonderful home, great neighborhood, good neighbors, and then I decided to move my family there, and of course,
Just
it
shitty
was a
people
terrible
then.
idea.
Yeah, just shitty people then.
I say for
Yeah.
anyone who's heard any of Orange's other stories,
They're
yeah,
all
yeah,
really
moving his
fun.
family in was just you're gonna have a bad time.
I did tell
Never
you
lived
guys
in
the
his
story
family.
of them lining me and my 2 brothers up and saying, we're getting a divorce, it's your fault, and you now
Yeah.
have to choose which parent you're going with.
Yes.
Really?
I just
They played
Tell,
the
I
guns
did
on
get
you?
to tell them that story.
Yes, we heard the Parents of the Year story.
Wait, what's wrong with that? Oh, wait. Your
Bullshit right there. You
your
have
fault
to
part. Never mind. Forgot that part.
parent.
But yeah, I'd get my kids to pick where they
Well, if you
want to
think
go.
if you think that's
What?
bullshit, you don't want to hear the rest of his stories.
I don't want to hear what happened with me when my parents got a divorce, though.
Oh, is it a really sad story? Because then we do want to hear it.
Kinda yes, kinda no. It literally depends on how you view it.
Did you get shot or
It
stabbed?
was no.
Hey,
His wins.
we cannot use me as a barometer, guys. That's a bad idea.
Let me go ahead and tell you my story then. So I'm like actually looking forward to my 14th birthday. And this was big for me because I get to celebrate my 14th birthday in a haunted house. So I'm like really super psyched and excited and expecting something like a small party or something to go on with the for my birthday. And I didn't hear anything. You know, I'm like trying to keep an ear open on what my parents are planning. I don't see anything, and they're not doing any excessive shopping. So I'm sitting there going, okay, whatever. And so I go out on my 14th birthday to this ice cream parlor, get myself an ice cream, and then walk back to my home. As soon as I walked in the door, my mom and dad go and tell me that they need to talk with me. I'm like, okay. And I'm sitting there thinking maybe I'm in trouble or something. Maybe this is their surprise, something small, whatever. So we all 3 go and sit down at the dining room table. And the 2 of them look at me and said, we're getting a divorce. On your birthday. Happy birthday.
Okay.
Happy birthday to
Couldn't
you.
have waited a day.
Well, I don't have
Yeah.
much memories. I don't have much memories of that kind of shit because most of the time, I had actually accidentally electrocuted myself on my 13th, not my birthday, but it was like close to it. So I lost a lot of my childhood memories from that. So yeah, sorry I can't really share anything.
Okay, I'll give you all a fun one for this.
Oh God.
So, when each of us reached 10 years old, our parents told us that birthdays weren't a thing anymore. And
Jesus
instead,
Christ,
we got
Orange,
something.
What the fuck's wrong with your family?
Let me finish. Let me finish.
They're
They
feminists.
said that they would carry on one tradition that, admittedly, for the entire time we had birthdays, was part of it. And that was called the birthday beatdown. And whoever's birthday it was would go outside, and then the other two brothers would proceed to beat them until they cry. And depending on how long it is, that's how many dollars you got for your birthday.
What the fuck? Wow.
Okay, what the hell did your parents smoke while raising you?
What
Probably
did
crack.
his parents smoke while raising him?
Some kind
Well,
of crap.
a lot of pot,
Okay, wait. Since this is the
cigarettes.
first cunt stream on this channel, can you please tell the eating your dad story?
Please.
Oh God.
Guys,
Please tell
That
Daddy
one's my
Tastes Delicious.
favorite.
I love that story so much.
Oh God. Well, if you guys
friggin'
don't mind, I'm just
man.
gonna hit mute on myself while you tell this. I'll be back in a bit.
All right.
He's gonna be fapping to Daddy Tastes Delicious.
I'm gonna be fapping to the story, so
That's the title of the story. I'm gonna help him write a memoir.
Anyway,
No one
Oh,
is going
God,
to
guys.
believe it.
No one else.
so. Damn it. All right. So when Dad was getting closer to when he was going to die, he developed skin cancer, pretty bad, and he at some point decided that it was going to be a good idea to excise the tumor himself. So he didn't know it was even happening, but we had ourselves a good meal. And part
one
of that
moment.
meal-
The chat had a good point. Jax, press mute at this point.
Jax, muffs.
Jax, mute your audio.
No, not your audio. Yeah.
Not
I've
your
heard this
microphone, your
story.
audio.
phones off.
I
We're-
know
we're-
the story.
We're trying to keep one of Schmeckel's channels from getting banned.
Okay, would it make you feel better if I mirrored this onto my channel too?
I'd rather you didn't.
I know the story perfectly. It's fine.
Okay. Well, do you want me to finish?
Yeah, go on.
All right. All right.
That's
so
consent.
we have
She's just
had
gonna
our-
revoke it
we
later.
had a meal, and apparently, I'm going to keep it short this time. Apparently, taking the part that he had excised from his, he cut a big old chunk of his own arm, and the part that he had cut off, he mixed in with the meat that he had used to make our, and proceeded to feed us the tumor that he cut off of his.
He literally ate cancer.
Yes, I've literally eaten cancer.
How much of a fan are you of Nirvana?
I keep thinking I've heard this story before, but I keep no, you can't have. Never stops. Oh, crap.
I'm sorry, the Nirvana reference had to be
Yeah,
made.
drinking ale, okay? I didn't need to hear that getting drunk already.
I hope
He
later on.
literally ate cancer.
That is disgusting. Your
I
family your parents had to have been smoking something.
No, his parents had a meth lab.
To be fair, my parents did not partake of meth.
That was his
Dad,
brother.
near the end of his life, took part in very excessive drinking, which is what led him to the end of his life. But
Dead?
most most of the time, the stuff that happened during our they were stone cold sober.
I don't believe that.
Well, then
Well,
they were just
okay.
crazy.
The only thing I could think of that could have possibly led off to that, well, it was one, some form of insanity, and two,
Insanity
possible
brought
possible inbreeding.
Who knows?
That's
Heroin's a hell of a
Fair.
drug, my friend. Heroin is a hell of a drug.
To
I
be
know
fair,
it's morphine. Holy shit.
They are
family tree does have some branches that don't quite branch, but on my father's side, just on my mother's side.
Oh, okay.
So say incest is one hell of a drug then?
So your mother's side is more of the family braid?
Sorry, I didn't catch
No
that.
dying.
What?
I said your
said
mother's
incest
side
is
is more of
one
a
hell of a
family
drug?
braid?
You know what the most fucked up part about this right now is? I was eating a cheeseburger while you were saying the story.
Ken has cheeseburger.
Sorry, what?
All right, talking over each other. What's going on?
I said I ate a cheeseburger while he explained how he ate his father's cancer.
I thought that being able to eat through an episode of Dirty Jobs where they were just dealing with cow corpses was impressive. No, I've been beat.
Actually, yeah, I hardly ever get sick when it's when people tell stories like that. I'm like, oh, chomp, chomp.
You haven't?
I have a
I'm
very
just
strong
saying.
stomach, but the only way to make me sick is if I can physically see it.
Okay, so here's the test. If you can eat through 90s German autopsies, if you look up the one when they're autopsying a pregnant woman who was brutally murdered, and you can eat through that, you
Send
win.
me a video and I'll do it for a fucking stream.
Easy.
You will get pulled because she is nude.
Oh no, I'll just watch it like
Wow.
I'll watch the video and do like a live reaction to it.
What's that, Orange?
Which one do you want to do a live reaction to? The German autopsy or me being told that I just ate part of my father?
Well, we already did that one.
No, the German one. The German one. I will do a live reaction. Like I won't show my face. Like I won't show my face, but I will show my my avatar. And I'll live reaction to it. Just send me a video of it.
I don't know the link because
How about this?
my friend showed it to me.
Well,
How about
ask your friend.
Okay, how about this? How about you wear a domino mask, like Little Miss Anonymous, and a wig?
No, I was gonna say, what if you just like have your reaction camera, have the camera centered on your breasts instead? Because
feminism.
Actually, do
100,000 views.
So just to gather this, so you don't want to see the video.
I'll watch the video.
Wait, is there a video of you eating your dad?
Yeah, he was recording, and we were kind of suspicious that he was recording what was happening.
Wait,
Oh
does
my
this
God.
actually exist?
I will watch
Yeah,
that.
it's on one of the
Oh my
old cells
God.
at the house. I can look around, see if I can find it.
I will
We'll
watch
play it on a
those.
cunt stream.
Or is it just me? Jesus Christ.
Am I
Holy
the only one?
Christ!
Am I the only one fucked up enough here to actually watch that shit? I would watch that
I would watch it.
shit.
I'll play it on a cunt stream for everyone to watch.
No.
For all the
You
kids
guys
at
are
home.
broken.
Fucking
Okay.
right.
Jax,
You're
you're not
broken.
welcome in that one.
There are things that I don't
That's too
see.
far. We're not all going to jail because of you.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now
we're not-
I have to bring something even more entertaining up.
Oh no.
Directly related to me. I think I
Okay,
actually told Red this story.
to start your next story, like I said, I've been working on my October avatar of a bomb skull,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to know if you guys all want to see what it looks like so far.
Sure, why
I'd
not?
be down. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like
maybe something different besides Orange explaining to us why he eats his father's.
All right, I should probably preface this. I'm pretty sure that this is a story, a fiction, work of fiction. It's made for Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone!
Yes, these stories were entirely false. Nobody in this stream has done anything like eat a person, especially not Orange and possibly somebody else, Knuckles.
I thought it would have been me.
Yeah, at no point did I hypothetically eat a corpse.
No way.
He was trapped on a mountain. It was his only way to survive.
Nice.
You can't blame him.
I actually
Alright,
love
No, it was not a drama party.
Hang on. Let's take a moment to observe how actually cool that looks.
Hey,
That
Tiki.
looks really cool.
Yeah.
Tiki.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
I almost want you to draw me one. That looks fucking
That is
amazing.
awesome.
Well, you know,
Wow.
what inspired it, I don't really want to give him a whole lot of credit, but he wouldn't shut up about it anyways, is H-Bombing's constant question about us and skulls. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna make a skull. And then I threw it into the B-list Skype chat saying, what if we all changed our avatars to skulls for like till the end of the year? Then he'd have something to complain about.
Let's do it.
I would put a skull on my pauldron in place of the Team Instinct Thunder Chicken. I could do that.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Let's do skulls.
I don't know what I would do for me.
I need to do a new avatar, but technically I already have a skull in mine.
Hey, Tiki, do you think you could? What are you using exactly?
I'm actually using Paint Tool Sci. I'm still trying to work out on what I want to put behind the skull as like a background because.
Do you have Photoshop?
I do not. The closest thing I have to Photoshop is GIMP.
Okay, so do you think you could actually add like a holographic part, like a kind of see-through skull on my avatar? I'd fucking be down for that.
Actually, I can do that through Sci.
Oh,
because they have transparency levels on here.
Yeah, you can alter the opacity on those things, and you can put the layer over top, and I think you can set it to overlay. Sorry, this is turning into an art stream now. Sorry.
No, I'm actually quite interested in this.
Just put it on top of everything else and look at that.
Yeah, because I have this avatar that I'm using right now, and I kind of want to put a skull on it now that you've thrown the idea at that. I'd probably put it where you see where the face part is, where the smiley face is. I know you probably
that's what I'm thinking about. Is if you have like a skull just kind of staring out through that holograph.
Also,
yeah. Pretty cool.
Also, Orange, I would love to see you do a pixel skeleton of some sort. I don't know if that's you making it or if that's you got from off the internet or something. Your avatar, Orange.
The one I've got, I made it on the internet, but yeah, it was just made.
Doll.
But if Tiki wants to do like an orange, like just like a picture of an orange, and then put like a skull carved into it or something, that'd be cool.
What about a pumpkin?
I'd probably
kind of like a pumpkin kind of thing.
Orange?
I'm literally the orange. I mean, come on.
I know. I mean, a hollowed out orange, and then like just the skin, and then just hollow it on the inside. Like basically put a skull face on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can't really do that with an orange though.
What about taking like the orange peels of like a mandarin orange in the shape of the skull?
Yeah.
That also would be perfectly effective.
That's kind of what we were going with, yeah.
As a note, when I do get into that story I was going to tell, Jax, I'm sorry, you are going to have to walk away from this one.
Nah, trust me.
It's sexually explicit material will be discussed in this.
Probably, yeah.
You know what's funny? I actually do have a mask. I actually have like 3 or 4 of them that I could wear.
Oh, I need to make a mask.
Well, that's the thing, though. I already have my picture out there on my fucking Twitter. If you scroll fucking down, you'll be able to see me.
Gotcha.
You could fat to it later.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Sorry, Wrath posted a video earlier. I know what I'm getting off to.
So I'm gonna go do something real quick. When I get back, I'll tell the story.
Sure thing.
Any of your videos, Wrath.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Yeah.
Well, except for the Ashley Mardell one, the audio is so bad. I mean,
Or the
she'll blow your ears out.
Sorry,
What?
Neither of those.
Hey, Tiki.
Well, the lazy one, like I start fapping to myself and then she talks again.
Can I send you my avatar and that way you could do it, or would you still be willing to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Send me your avatar so I know what exactly I'm working with space wise.
Okay, one sec. It's like oh gosh,
You
it's
know,
not that big, but that's what she said.
For all any of those little minute little things like can you do this, that kind of stuff, you guys can always type it in the chat and while people are telling stories and whatnot.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Is there a link to the video so I can see the chat?
Samaj is a dick tonight.
I am.
Yeah, Samaj is menstruating.
What?
I said you're menstruating.
Not you, Schmecko.
No. Remember, he's a toon. He's projecting his toon ideals to us.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Privileged.
Swear to God, I'm gonna cook this cat and eat it. Okay. Context.
I love when you talk about eating pussy.
For context on this, like he keeps going out and killing moles and bringing them in the house. I like moles. I think they're cute things. And it's just so sad.
Is this the sexually explicit content you were talking about? Because if it is,
no, this is not what I was
fuck
talking
a mole in this story?
No, nobody fucks the mole. It's just overall sad.
I was going to say, does somebody eat the mole?
I have to agree with you. I actually think moles are kind of cute.
They are, actually.
I haven't seen one.
Well, I've lived on farms. I've seen moles. I've seen prairie dogs. I've seen coyotes, porcupines, skunks. Fucking hate skunks.
Skunks are the worst animal in the world. Moving on.
Maybe.
Okay,
Anyway.
so
I mean, as humans.
Are we gonna do this story? Is this happening? Red,
is
do
happening.
you remember the Street Fighter fisting story?
Oh no.
Yes, I do. That was amazing.
Okay.
I don't think we heard that one.
Why
have not
does
heard
it
this-
sound like something that belongs in a porno?
I would remember a Street Fighter fisting story.
All right, so here's the thing. I am bored and going through my brother's phone. And I come across a video, and I'm genuinely curious what it is because it looks weird. Click on it, and there's two girls that I knew personally, and standardized, teenagers being creepy lesbians, right? Like the creepy kind. Don't get me wrong; they were both reasonably attractive young ladies. But not my type. So it's starting with the standard, fingering process. And then all of a sudden, and the whole forearm goes in, like up to the elbow. And then, it's slow at first. And then all of a sudden, I swear to God, you could have just been like, round one. Fight, because she is the inside of this poor young woman. Like, and it's a clear vibrating, and it reminds me of the Ken move, the shorter you can.
Oh.
And
oh my God.
It like fucking, and not like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, like consecutively for about 3 minutes. This girl was just punching the inside of the other one.
That's fucked up.
That's glorious.
That's amazing. That should be in a porno, by the way.
No, it shouldn't. It was a terrifying sight.
I imagine it would be.
There's some dark ass porn.
Yeah, like there is such a thing in the pornographic world known as like deform or deforming stomach, and it's like with the giant terrible hentai penis, right? This was seeing it in reality. Just a visible bulge of punching the inside of this other poor girl's pelvis. And totally seemed into it. And I was like, how? How? It's not that deep.
There's just simply not that much room in there.
Yeah. Like the entire process was an effort of me going, that's not how you science.
It's like, I'm not an anatomy major, but I know that's not how that works.
And I hate to say it, I've seen enough hentai to say, yeah, that actually is possible.
Ditto.
Not hentai, I mean, sorry, porn. Damn it! I've seen enough porn to know, yes, you can. It's possible. I'm not saying I'd recommend it or that I fap to it, but I've seen it and just gone. Oh, dear
I've interneted enough to have seen something like that, but still.
I've seen fan art of that kind of shit, and it's very much so possible.
Oh, no.
Of it, and it's very much so possible.
It's just
it's not a pleasant sight.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Why would you do that to your
someone
partner?
else?
She looked at me, and this is what she said. She said, there ain't no rest for the wicked.
Fisting don't grow on trees.
Fisting don't grow on trees, man.
We got bills to pay. We got twats to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free.
That's good. I like that.
Well, she can't slow down. She can't hold back. Oh, but God, I wish she would.
I wish she could.
She could.
She really
there ain't no fist for the wicked till we close our legs for good.
There is a category on.
You can unmute yourself now. I muted you because I didn't want a child's laughter during that story.
That was hilarious.
Sad part.
So ain't no rest for the fisted. That's gonna be a song.
just as a note, that is the least dark story I could tell right now.
That is the best story I've ever heard to do with sexual stuff. And honestly,
beast story. That is a beast of a story, that's for sure.
It's got a real fist to it.
Yeah, it really makes an impact on her bowels.
Made real vibrations in the community.
I'm just saying.
probably hurt.
Really pounded in.
No, like, I'm not kidding. Like, it really did look like she was totally into it. Totally cool with that.
Jesus.
And I was just like, how many gigantic black penises must you have had inside of you to be able to receive an entire forearm?
No, I'm sorry. That's beyond black dick. That's like horse dick level.
Well, that's the thing.
That's like Black
He's into that.
Stallion Weekly.
It takes practice. That's all I can tell you.
I'm concerned that you know this.
I may be a robot, but I've seen some shit. Okay, I can tell you.
Look, if you go on any porn website and you type up fisting, you'll see a very cornucopia of collection of many women doing the very same thing.
Oh, I know.
But you do have to worry. The only thing you do have to worry about while you go and look on that kind of stuff is a subsection of that called prolapse.
Yeah, that's.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
No. Prolapse bad. Prolapse changed my life, and not in the fucking skydiving way. No, this is the 4chan way.
If this conversation continues, I'm bringing up the time that somebody shoved something up my ass.
Tell us.
No, it's all good. We can stop that.
Okay, let's move on.
I will pay good money to hear that.
I just grabbed the image. Thank you, Mask.
We can do story time another time. Gotta save it. You can't just blow the load of horror
from somebody whose life wasn't fucked up.
Look,
I could tell you the time I slid down the slide and got like rug burn.
That's
Fun times.
Basically the whole story.
No. That's not the whole story, but that's another matter of time.
I definitely want to hear this one.
Okay, so it's I don't think it's called rug burn. It's called something else. But basically, what happened was one year when me, my mother, and my other family members all went to like Roaring Springs. Oh man. So we all went there. We're having a good time. There was this giant freaking slide that was all the way at the top, and it was like over 100 feet long and shit like that. So previously, I had let's just say I have very sensitive skin, and what had happened was I was stupid enough when the guard was not looking. I slid down the freaking thing without him looking, and apparently the water was not even on. Like, he had not even turned it on. So you want to talk about fun that you would have? Yeah, I got burnt pretty bad from friction.
Friction burn is the term you're looking for.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I got a huge friction burn from my ass, and I was limping for like the entire summer. That was fun.
Yeah, that does sound like it would be fun. Not.
Giggity.
Well, this is like early morning, so this is like before the park had basically completely opened. But yeah, I was kicked out of there for the summer, so that was fun too.
Probably so you wouldn't come back and do something stupider and then sue them.
Oh, best time.
What was that laugh? What on earth was that? I mean, it sounded like if Renfield had asthma.
I was trying to hold back my laughter, but yeah. Shut up. Hashtag don't.
I will not.
Okay. Mask.
Friction burn sucks. Oh, and then there was the other time when I got tire burnt. That was fun.
Oh, that sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you rubbing yourself against things?
So many reasons. So many
As
reasons.
Robin Williams once said, there comes a time when a young girl discovers the banister.
But yeah, what had happened there was I was walking to the store and I was like going to go grab a pop, and my brother's best friend at the time, he came and was like, "What are you doing over here?" Da, da, da. I was previously in a town where basically he had moved, and I was able to spend the night with him and my brother, just have a sleepover for the night. And so basically what had happened was he was riding his bicycle, and so he told me just get on the... What kind of face? Oh, okay, I'll answer that in a second. But basically what had happened... Yeah, I was reading it. Shut up. Anyway, so basically what had happened was... I jumped on the back. You know those things where you can basically have like where you do tricks on the back? Like you do trick... like they go on the back of the tires.
You're talking about the bars.
Yeah, they have the little handlebar shit on the back of the
They're
tire.
called
Handlebars,
pegs.
they're just bars.
They're called pegs.
Well, I was put my feet there and I was holding on to the back while he was riding, and apparently I put my leg too close to the thing, even with the jeans. And yeah, I bet that was fun for a couple of years, even afterwards. So yeah. Then don't get me started on when I accidentally gave myself carpet burn when I jumped out of a moving vehicle.
Again, why are you rubbing your body on stuff?
Well, I jumped out of the vehicle because they were going too fast and they were going to kill me. So yeah, that was fun too. So yeah, that was fun.
Okay, I have a multiple choice question.
What?
A, the tube sock story. B, the bar of soap story, or C, why I hate sheep story.
Why I hate sheep.
Bar of soap. Oh god.
Okay,
So you may have just triggered the kiwi.
Vote for sheep. We have one vote for the bar of soap. Who else?
I vote sheep.
I'm trying to avoid sheep after a story I've heard, so I'm going to go with the bar of soap.
Okay, so we 2 and 2.
I'm indifferent. Either story is good for me.
All right, Red. Let's use the tiebreaker. Sheep or bar soap?
Sheep.
Sheep. Okay, so here's the story of why I hate sheep. I went to a petting zoo just outside of Lawrence, and goats, because I like, I don't know how to really describe it. Like, I was petting the goat.
So that's what the kids in Kansas call it, huh?
And I will eventually
this
tell you
sheep,
the story when I got kicked by a horse, but yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, I got
the
one for
sheep
you
who
about
was
horses too.
Sorry.
kept coming up and biting me. Slowly but surely, I became very irritated at the fact that this sheep kept biting me. And then he just latches on to, like, the gooey part on the back of your shin, your calf. Go. Like, dude's trying to tear a chunk off me. So, reasonably irritated at this point. So I spin around, aim by the weird part of the back of his head. And apparently, a sheep's skull is not nearly as well attached to its neck when it's biting something as you would think. Tugging it, trying to get him to, like, cause a little bit of separation to where he'll let go of my damn leg. And he's not letting go. So I'd kind of just pop my elbow down on him. Apparently, I snapped his neck.
Mommy, he killed Bambi.
So here comes the guy running the thing, who's a farmer. And he's prying the sheep's damn my leg. And what he decides to attempt to reimburse me with is the sheep. And Dad decided to take it home.
I guess you could say you were having a bad day.
Oh, Lord.
Well, Dad decided we were going to take it home, and then I got the usual treatment of I had to skin it and gut it, and then he cooked it. And we had that for, I think it was lunch.
Grr.
Wow. Well, the sheep was kind of asking for it.
Grr.
Kind of was, if you think about it.
Red.
No, I mean, literally, there's asking for it, and then, I mean, it's kind of the equivalent of, the sheep bites you on the head. If we want to compare this to a rape situation, it's kind of like having a girl basically go up to a gangbanger and just literally rub her ass on his crotch, and then act surprised that he decides to follow up on that invitation. I'm sorry.
Again, Orange, I'm sorry if I offend you, but I really have to say you really were having a bad day.
Oh God, again, Jesus.
God, I muted you for that the first time.
So
he probably gets that every goddamn time he tells a story.
Do you guys actually want to hear the soap story?
Yes.
Oh God, yes.
Same before I leave.
Okay, Mask, do you remember when you could actually see what the hell I looked like, right?
Yeah, I saw the fapping face.
Okay, did you notice that behind my left ear there is a great big, like, weird indentation there?
No, I was more paying attention.
We were all paying attention that closely.
Right? No, I don't remember it.
Okay. So behind my left ear there's an indentation there where there shouldn't be, where, a large portion of that area of my, I guess, jaw neck area got cut off. And what had happened was Caleb, April Fool's Day was going to be fun that year. And he took 2 bars of soap of the same brand and the same general shape, and he cut the bottom off of one and the top off the other. And then he proceeded to, and then he put a razor blade and put them together to where they looked like it was just regular bar of soap. So one day I'm in the shower and I'm, trying to clean up, and I was the lucky one that ended up with the razor blade to pop out. And it gashed probably from the base of my left ear down to maybe midway down my neck. And I was just bleeding everywhere. And I didn't even notice that it had happened until I put my shirt on. And this was my last goddamn good dress shirt. And I just noticed that, like, the whole freaking, like, shoulder had started to turn bloody.
Wow.
Caleb really has been trying to kill you for years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They've been trying to kill each other for years.
That's a sibling thing, though.
No, I've never tried to kill you.
Oh, no, I don't think I've even tried
Okay,
to
no.
literally
It
murder
is a
my
sibling
siblings.
thing because my mom had told me when we lived in Japan, I was like 4 or 5 at the time. Would constantly remove the baby gate from the stairs, either when everybody was upstairs or everybody was downstairs, on purpose to try and kill my little brother. Well, not my little brother, but my younger brother.
Allow me to counter that with literally being beaten with a sock filled with feces as a baby by my oldest brother.
Aside from you two, I don't know anyone who's actually tried to murder their siblings.
Yeah, like I was saying, I didn't
Clearly, you haven't lived.
You obviously don't have sibling issues.
Actually, I never tried to murder any of my siblings, but I only have sisters.
Yeah,
They tried to murder me
same.
once.
It does work significantly different.
And the cunts didn't fucking succeed.
No,
Right?
they didn't.
This is why you never send a woman to do a man's job.
Oh, damn.
And you're breaking up, Orange.
Orange, you sound like shit.
Orange, you
Orange
sound
sounds
worse.
like a radio
You sound worse than my videos right now.
You sound worse than Rat's videos, opinions, scripting. And the weird sound his rings make when they clank together when he's giving you a nice little handy. You sound worse than all of
I don't know. I thought this was going to be a circle
I'm
jerk.
not familiar with that sound. Describe it for me.
Sounds like Orange right now.
Here, I'll give you a little. I'll give you a little teaser.
That's what it sounds like when I'm about to bust a nut.
Oh, you triggered him.
You know, I usually just
You
take a
triggered
wrench
Jax.
and tighten it back up.
You triggered Jax.
What do you guys think?
Doesn't she have shit internet or something?
Oh.
Leave anyway, so.
Oh.
Okay, so now we can get offensive and vulgar.
We weren't before?
Okay. Can I tell a
Welcome
story?
to the real Cuntstream.
I want to tell a story real fast.
Okay.
All right, because I heard Mask wanting to talk about how she got bitten by a horse. It brought up this story of how I was actually
didn't get
dragged by a
bit.
horse.
Oh, yeah, I was kicked. I was gonna say
Yeah, I was dragged by a horse, and this is what happened. I was like between the ages of 10 and 12, and one of my neighbors actually owned a couple of horses, which was cool for me because, you know, being the stupid little girl that I was at the time, I loved horses. And one day he decided that he was going to walk his horses up and down his driveway, and he had asked me to help him. So he showed me how to hold the lead and where to walk with the horse because I was walking the older one. Well, as we were walking back, the horse, I don't know what exactly spooked her, but she suddenly turned and started to run off. And I'm holding on to the lead like I'm about to stop a dog. So I have my legs spread wide open, holding on for my dear life. And boop, I go dragging through this field full of sharp rocks and dead summer weeds. And the entire time I'm being dragged, I hear him say, "Don't let go, don't let go." Eventually, the lead slipped out of my hand, and I stopped being pulled by the said horse. And I was wearing like a low-cut shirt and some shorts. So my entire front side, minus my head and arms, were like cut up and torn to shreds and all that stuff. And I was just laying in the middle of the field for like a couple of seconds. I roll over and I sit up and I tell him, "Sorry, she slipped out." And he comes running up to me. He goes, "Why didn't you let go?" I was like, "You said don't let go." And he said, "No, I was saying let go, let go."
Whoops.
Oh.
Oopsies.
Yeah, well, just don't ever go behind a horse when the blacksmith is shoeing it. It's just
That won't go well.
I'm gonna go with duh.
Well, I was dumb enough to
Okay.
do that, and I got hit in the fucking leg for that shit. Yeah, just wonderful. Because luckily it was just a graze, but it fucking hurt still.
Well,
Like, it went right-
Actually,
I still
Sorry.
had a Sorry, no, it's fine. But yeah, I had a bruise the size of a fucking. Oh god, it was bad. Oh, yeah, it's a story I don't like really talking about because it's you know
it's the thing that makes you squirm.
no, it makes it's still fucking it was traumatizing at the time because
We found your squirm point.
well after that had happened my uncle came up to me and said, "You know how lucky you are he didn't hit you in the head?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd get you.
Yeah, that could have killed you.
Yeah.
Red.
What?
Did you ever used to do terrible wrestling with your brothers?
Still sound like shit, Orange.
Yeah, I didn't understand
I
the
cannot
question.
help that one. Hang on. I will type the question and then try to reload.
Okay.
It's as if we have to give you priority to speak for the first half of the stream just so we can hear you.
But no, the funny thing about the story that I had is the very next day I actually ended up getting on her back and was riding around on her in a pen. So same horse that dragged me through a field the day before. I'm up on her back the next day. And Orange is asking, did you ever used to wrestle with your brothers?
No.
No.
My brothers are
Yes.
much smaller than I am. Or my brother is much smaller than I am. Because I'm actually a good 7 years older than my next oldest sibling. So no, not really.
I actually would wrestle with my brother and my father for a while. Why is this? Oh, great.
See, most of the fuckery in my life started after I moved out of my parents'
Is it
house.
loading?
You're floating.
Is it loading?
Good.
Load.
Bingo. What?
Here.
Yeah? I hear you.
Yeah, we're
I
good.
hear
Working
you.
better now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Much better.
So, to the question I typed in, did you ever used to
No,
wrestle with your brothers, Red?
Yeah, my next youngest, the next sibling in line, I was the oldest, is 7 years younger than me. So no, I didn't wrestle any with my sister. My brother is 11 years younger than me, so even less so.
Okay.
The closest
Anybody
to
ever used to
wrestling I
wrestle
got
with
was
your
my
with
uncle,
their
and I told you how that sort of shit turned out. So I didn't like to wrestle with him.
I don't know. I never
Very
did.
true. Did anybody ever used to wrestle with siblings?
Not
Absolutely.
really.
Yeah,
I only
I
have
did.
sisters.
I always wrestled with my
Okay.
siblings.
Have
and
you
my
ever
God.
have you ever heard of something called a bat match?
Yes.
No.
So my brother Caleb decided one day we were going to have a bat match. And he decided that he was going to make it more interesting. My bat, which I had my own bat, and he put a tube sock over his, and I was, a little worried about why he did that. And so I get a couple good shots in, and then he hits me with his finally. Crashed me right against the length of my right shoulder down to the bottom of the ribs. He had stuffed it with thumbtacks. He had stuffed the tube sock with thumbtacks and then and put a rubber band on it so they didn't slip out.
Dick, I wish I thought of that.
And so this wasn't the end of the match, but you can assume how bad it ended out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an idea on how that may have ended.
A little bit, yeah. Geez.
Made me wish I'd done that.
That was one of the fun matches. You should have seen the ones where we like the fire match that Kane would always used to do. And how we would do that is a lighter, and before the match started, we like doused our shirts in isopropyl alcohol. And the idea was to get your opponent
just
down
stupid kids.
and then light them on fire. And fire first lost.
Oh my god.
Well,
Why
clearly
was-
that's not a winning solution.
It's like the more fire retarded version of Uncle.
The fire retarded.
Yeah, fire retarded. That's exactly the word I think is appropriate there. It's fire retarded, not fire retarded. Fire retarded. Oh my god. I mean, I've done some crazy shit. But holy crap! I guess I just had a very calm childhood. And the worst thing that ever happened to me is, at one point, my sister decides it's an appropriate response to being, teased by your older brother and your uncle, to pick up your little potty thing and try and beat the two of us to death. It would have been comical, except that she's actually fairly strong. And it actually kind of hurt.
So she was trying to beat you to death with a potty trainer?
Yes! She was absolutely
Red.
real, too.
So it sounds like you have a shitty relationship with your sister.
Yes.
Well, you know what?
Okay, Red.
You could have a better relationship with your uncle, or it could be worse. My uncle had.
My relationship with my uncle was pretty bad.
My uncle was trying to convince both myself and my younger brother that that raisins were actually flies.
Oh.
And I called him out on his bullshit for it. But for the next 9 months after being told this, my brother was eating flies. And my mom had to step in and tell him, you need to tell him that flies are not raisins, to get him to stop.
Okay. Red, because I love you, I'm going to go ahead and top your story.
Which one?
We used to have pillow fights.
Okay.
Now let me define the pillows. And we would get sand, broken glass, and nails, and we would put it into a pillowcase. And we would beat each other, and we
I
would
did
have
this during my basic
what we
training.
call what the hell did we call them? Damn, I can't remember what it was, but generally it was just a pun on pillow fights.
Oh Lord.
Oh my.
I remember doing that for basic training in the military.
What branch?
What?
Army.
That.
That tracks. I was in the Navy. We only got to do some fun stuff. Most of the fun stuff we came up with on our own, like Dodge Wrench. God, I miss Dodge Wrench.
But Raph, did you indeed get to sail the 7 seas?
Not all 7, no.
You know what's sad? I used to live in Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a naval air station, reserve station out there. And I, as a result, I knew some sad motherfuckers who were in the Navy and had never even been near an ocean.
Oh.
So yeah. If you get Fort Worth is where your motivation to serve goes to die. I have friends who were pencil pushers for years at Fort Worth. Years. Like one of the guys, it was his first time on the ship. I just finished training. He'd been a pencil pusher for 7 years.
I feel this is a legitimate question, even though I'm pretty sure it probably isn't. Was there like a rash of homosexuality on like Navy ships out at sea for long periods of time?
That's actually more common with the Marines, but there was some.
Okay, I'm just curious, just genuine curiosity on that one.
Honestly, I hate the Marines myself. They were pretty much assholes.
Aren't they all assholes?
Well, part of my duty was to repair weapons, and when asked to repair a specific weapon by military officers, I had to explain to them what was wrong with their weapon. I repaired this one douche's weapon for him, no big deal. The issue was when it came to telling him what was wrong with it and how to prevent it from happening again in the future, he goes and tells me I don't know what the hell I was talking about.
Oh.
Bitch, I just fixed your weapon. Shut the fuck up.
Officers making shit.
Oh, he wasn't an officer. He was a private.
He was a Marine?
Ooh.
He was a Marine.
Well, of course he didn't. Thinking about muscles are a requirement. Expected. Marine. Yeah. I was an engineering guy. I was in the technically they call us nukes. What I did is I ran steam equipment. I made sure the pump kept spinning, the pipes didn't explode, and the reactor stayed relatively cool. It's hot as absolute hell, but if it gets too hot, it will kill all of us. And it will kill all of us so quickly, there's no escaping. And not in the fun way. No, you will die of steam inhalation.
Ooh,
One of the worst ways in the world to die. Yeah. Yeah, any whore. So seriously, any, I'm not picky. I was a sailor. So my first week on the ship, we had a problem, and they said it's getting really hot and like musty in this one space. It's like, oh, it's probably a steam leak. Take the new kid. And that was me. And I was like, but I remember learning about this in training. The steam leaks can be very dangerous. It's like, oh, we'll show you. It'll be fine. So, because a steam leak, depending on the system that the steam was leaking out of, which I'm not sure if it's classified or not, is enough pressure to sever your hand instantaneously. Bright side, it's hot enough to cauterize it. So needless to say, having that knowledge going down into the plant, I was a little scared. I didn't even know my way around the place, let alone which pipes to avoid. So there's like, so new guy, here's a broom. I was like, I'm going to sweep the steam up. It's like, no, you're going to wave it by the pipe. It's like, which one? I'll tell you. So we do this. I'm thinking, I was like, it's going to knock it out of my hand or something, right? Just waving it. All of a sudden, the end of the broom, the metal hollow, like aluminum or whatever broom, flies and bounces off like 6 things and then comes to rest at my feet. He's like, don't pick it up. It's going to be really hot. And I'm just looking at this broom cut off. I was like, what the fuck? And then I later found out it's like, yeah, that's how we get hand brooms. We just cut them off with the steam. And there was one that there was literally no handle that was sitting in the corner. I was like, that is sitting in the corner of the cleaning closet because he told me to put it in the broken brooms locker. And there was one with literally no handle. It's like, who did that? He's like, I don't know. The rumor is they called him Seven Fingers, but I guess it happened a long time ago.
Wow.
We do stupid shit in the military. Stupid ass shit. And in the Navy, since we're stuck by ourselves a lot, we do really stupid shit.
Yeah,
that answers a few questions.
Does it really?
Well,
yes, it does.
The thing is, I used to work for an organization that was kind of a vendor for the military, and some of the goofy stories I heard now make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I work with them indirectly, but you have to see it's kind of hard to explain.
I got something to show you guys.
Got something to show you.
Yeah. No. Sorry about that.
Sorry. Every time someone says, "I got something to show you,"
for a second.
My mind immediately goes to old Greg. Immediately.
Oh, son of a bitch, that hurt.
So apparently my friend was sharing me this. Coming out as conservative will get you prosecuted more in today's society than coming out at almost anything else. National Coming Out Day.
Well,
I thought the Cold War was ended.
You started a sentence with "I thought." It doesn't end well typically.
I know, right? Ron comes in. He says, "Now you got me wondering who would be more prosecuted than a conservative. I can't think of anything." Then my friend cops in and is like, oh, I don't know, maybe people with liberal ideas who live in conservative nations, i.e. Saudi Arabia, Somalia, most of Africa.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yep, that's right.
I ain't gonna argue with that.
I mean, if you're in the first world, being conservative is dangerous. If you live in the third world, being liberal is deadly.
Yeah,
Well,
and then I got shared
and
this.
Some types of conservative are too. I mean, being a Christian in some parts of the world you're pretty well fucked. Being an atheist is double fucked. But yeah.
Oh yeah. UT student now being investigated for sexual harassment after writing his instructor's name wrong.
What?
Killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does his instructor have one of those weird names that has like a hidden H and let's see, an H, a K, and a P, something like that?
His professor merely maintained that his actions writing the name Sarah Jackson met the technical definition of sexual under the title. The university is now apparently looking into the matter. The student Keaton Wahobin had to take a geologically quiz featuring the following question: what is your lab instructor's name? If you don't remember, make something up. Make something good up. Wahobin followed up the instruction. He didn't remember, so he wrote down the first generic girl name that came to mind: Sarah Jackson. What
harassment assault is being pushed on this kid?
Unbeknownst to him, Sarah Jackson is a real person, a pornographic model.
Yeah, but still, that's not a sexual harassment charge. I don't think that's even worth of one.
No, it's not.
But of course,
It's like the Zarna case.
Yeah. Social justice whiners, we know.
Oh yeah, that's just so much fun. Yeah,
Being a dick is not sexual harassment.
Well, he didn't even freaking know. That's the thing. I think that.
I'm gonna choke you with my dick is.
Well, even.
Hey, just remember, using the name humongous is abuse. It's sexual abuse.
Yep.
No, it's not.
I've considered changing my name, my YouTube channel to Humongous.
I think somebody already did that.
Yeah, someone has
There
to do
is,
it now.
and they're in a lot of streams that I watch, and we talk shit back and forth. It's quite fun.
Oh, being a dick is not harassment. It's just being a dick.
Being a dick is fun.
Mm.
Yeah. It's part of what we do here in the Cuntstream. Be dicks and cunts. Equality.
Well, it's called a cunt stream, so I think majority of us are being cunts, not dicks.
Is there really a difference?
Fair question.
Gender.
Yes.
If there's a serrated blade and like the serrations are going the opposite direction of the puncture, it's okay to pull it out, right?
What did you cut?
I didn't cut anything.
You stabbed
Liar.
something.
Two.
If the serrations are going the opposite direction, okay, okay, is it straight on both sides?
No, it's serrated. It's a fucking pumpkin carving knife.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna press towards the back of the blade and pull out slowly.
Okay, I'm gonna mute again for a second. Hang on.
Oh, Orange.
He cut his hand.
Why?
I swear he's cursed or something. Oh my God.
The dude needs to get himself a nice girl or guy
He
to like
does.
take care of him and not
He does.
abuse him.
He
Yeah,
has
he's
a
got-
nice girl. It's not helping.
Doesn't he have a little one on the way?
I don't know.
Okay.
God, I hope.
Okay.
Hey.
You all right?
Yeah, it's it wasn't nearly as deep as I thought it was.
Oh, good.
Thank God for that. Jesus,
Did-
man. What the hell?
Oh my god. Like I moved
Yeah,
it
first
fell off
aid.
the
First aid
Pray to-
assistance
pray to
on the
Godzilla
Cuntstream.
for some better luck.
I got something for you.
Okay.
It should
Like-
make you feel better.
It fell off the table, and as it was falling off, I was trying to catch it, and I like moved my leg, and it just went in.
Oh God.
I got something for you, Orange.
I said what in the light. I said what in the
Ah.
light. I said
So
I am an absolutely horrible person. I'm sorry. The fact that you're in pain, I know it, and I feel for you, man. But that's horrible. And I got triggered, so I'm like, I have to make a joke. Someone has to make a joke now, or it's gonna ruin me.
I've been there, Orange. I had literally just finished sharpening this knife. I'd gotten it the previous day, and I'm holding it in my left hand. I'm left-handed. My phone's always in my left pocket.
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing shoes. I was walking around my house, you know, with my knife, just admiring it in the light of my kitchen and just like, ooh, pretty kind of thing, you know, being dumb. My phone rings. I immediately drop the knife. As my hand hits my pocket, pain hit my foot. Right in between the bones, about between a third and a half inch into my foot.
Oh, Lord.
And the blade's about an inch wide.
What in the butt?
Yeah, I was really glad no one was home. I screamed really loud. Well, I didn't really scream. It was more of a motherfucker, but at about 40 times the decibels.
Well, that's what you say. We like to assume we weren't screaming, but the adrenaline might kick in after a while. So.
Nah. I yelled once really loud. So we have a sliding glass door, and if they're in the right room, I can see my neighbors inside their house from the sliding glass door if they have their windows open, and they did. And he was, I don't know, looking out the window or something. He kind of jumped. Now the sliding glass door was closed. I don't know if his window was, but he jumped when I yelled. And then I waved at him, and he just gave me the most disapproving look because Utah. And then I pointed at my foot, the knife sticking out of my foot, and he's like, he just gives kind of an understanding nod and closes his drapes.
Oh, wow.
Just as a note, I don't need anybody to take care of me. Thank you very much.
I don't know that anyone should be up to the task anyway, Orange.
Is that when you became a minister? Is because you're cursed?
A three-woman team.
Sorry, Kai. I forgot to mute my fucking music.
So
I'm literally listening. Sorry.
I have a story to tell you guys about how I actually got trapped by a garbage can, or by one of those big square dumpsters, more or less. And if you remember that the lids in the early 90s were metal.
Ooh, fun.
What happened is I was taking the garbage out, you know, doing typical chores, and the metal lid had slid from my hand as I was getting this item thrown away. And I start screaming like hell or something like that. I was like about 7 or 8, and I'm screaming and I'm crying, and nobody's around. Like, everybody's in their homes and they don't hear me screaming and wailing or anything like that. And I'm like stuck out there for probably about 5 minutes before a neighbor comes home. They see me stuck, rush over to help me, and the first thing I did as soon as I got free was I went to my mom and I told her what happened. And I was like, "Why didn't you hear me screaming? I was crying. I was in pain. I was stuck. Why didn't you come rescue me?" And she has like, because she wasn't a single mom. My father was a truck driver. He was long haul truck driving at this time. So she was single-handedly raising 3 kids by herself. And I'm like sitting there mad at her because she wouldn't leave her other 2 children, who were like 3 and 4 years younger than me, just to step outside to help me out. But, you know, I was mad at her. A neighbor had to go and save me.
That sucks. That really does.
No dumpsters.
How long have we been streaming, Cuntosaurus?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's Cuntstadian Harambe.
Okay, Cuntarambe. How long have we been doing this for?
I have no fucking clue.
I have no clue either.
I'm not watching the stream on YouTube, so I can't see the stream since.
We've been going for like 2 hours right now. Almost 2.
Like 10 something.
All right, then that seems like it's probably long enough for the first cunt stream on this channel.
Unless Orange wants to say, unless Orange wants to do a final story.
Yeah, let's hear one more Orange story just to make sure the 3 people listening leave early.
Okay, I'm going to do this while bleeding.
Stick your finger in the wound. We want to hear you scream.
I might take a dick to it.
Well, then you got more than 3 holes then. But
Okay, so let's talk about my first time with a gentleman. So I was homeless.
Oh, this is going somewhere.
I had been living in an apartment and I had gotten thrown out. And one of my neighbors apparently was more inclined to such things. And the reason this reminded me is because I was living at the dumpster. Nobody ever threw anything away in that particular one because it was in like the back of the apartment complex. And one of the people that lived in the apartment complex had met me before and we'd had conversations, and apparently he was more inclined to such propositions. So he said I could stay in his apartment if I blew him. Oh, I went for it, and I was like, oh, well, this is not nearly as bad as I had been informed that it would be. And I ended up living there for like a couple of weeks till I ended up getting into a new place.
So you blew a guy to get off the streets.
Probably about like once every couple of weeks, yeah, like maybe every 3 or 4 days, something like that.
And I thought my childhood
it was a
was
consistent thing, but
I thought my childhood was fucked up. Jesus Christ, dude.
I think it was like 17, 18, something like that.
I mean, it's low for bed.
You can learn a lot about yourself by blowing a guy.
I'd rather not know.
I don't think I need to know anything that badly about myself.
I was going to say, I know myself well enough to know that my version of that story bullet and in my brain.
I think I would have been like, I would have woken up the next day going, God, I was drunk. Did I actually, and then somebody told me, yeah, you did. Oh, that's one to scratch off. Scratch off the bucket list and my purity score and off my memory as soon as possible.
Okay, Red. Let me explain it to you like this. Try it once and you're an adventurous man. Try it twice and you're a flaming homosexual.
He would have experience.
I'm just saying,
Well, he has been lit on fire before.
Well, let me put it this way: the farthest I've been able to go is on a dare. I tried kissing a dude, and I literally couldn't stop laughing at myself the entire time. I was so not into it.
Fucking Red giggling while he's trying to kiss the dude.
Exactly. That is exactly what happened.
Red kissed a guy, and he giggled.
Yeah,
As a final bit of depression, Red, no, she left me, and she miscarried.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's yeah.
Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Can I show you what I've got done so far?
Yes. Show me the cancer.
I'm going to show everybody the cancer.
We need the cancer. Actually, that's not too bad.
Make it to where I can see things again.
Must have pointy teeth.
Oh, you want the pointy teeth?
Give me canines.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
give you the pointy teeth.
Oh, I like the upside down fart nose.
Yeah, I have the Undertale fandom and artists to thank for that. And 3 words. Stay away from font cest. Yeah, that's 4 words actually. I can't count right now.
What is math anyway?
Feminist logic. That's what math
What
is.
is math?
Math is mental abuse to humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. You know what's even worse than that? Remove the T from diet. It's die.
Yeah, die.
Hey, did you guys know that dog food lid spelled backwards is dildo of God?
Wait, what
No,
was
you
that?
said super
He said.
robot.
He said. Spell dog food lid and backwards is dildos. What? Dildo
Dildo
god.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I just come back to?
Dildo of God.
Dildo God.
Yes.
Dildo God.
Never heard of it.
It's a new techno band that we're starting featuring Orange when he has shitty connection.
Okay.
All right, so I think
dog
we'll
food
fucking
lid.
end this one here.
Dog food lid spelled backwards is dildo of God. Okay. Thank you for spelling that out for me because I couldn't hear shit.
All right, so everybody, show yourselves.
Cancer was real.
I don't have
here.
a web camera.
Bye.
What?
No, shill, not reveal.
Shill.
Oh,
Chill.
Red Robot is love. Red Robot is life.
Red Robot is a dick sometimes.
He also hosts a wonderful little podcast every Sunday called Sunday Fun Day. Join us.
Sunday. Come one, come all. See shitlords hang out and desperately try to overtalk each other.
No shit.
It is actually pretty
Best
good.
promotional video ever.
It is very fun, the podcast.
No, I did a wrestler style introduction for the last Sunday Fun Day, and it was the best intro for that you've ever done. You gotta admit that.
It was pretty.
So,
fun.
Orange, where can people go to find your content?
The Orange on YouTube.
We also find you on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
You can find me on Twitter under Minister Orange, and nothing else because fuck you all. Not you guys specifically, just the audience.
All right,
You can
Nash,
find me-
you next.
You can find me on Twitter, not
Hashtag.
hashtag. Hashtag kill yourself. At masks_society, or you can find me on YouTube. I am right here. MASQUED Society. So yeah, that's how you find me, faggots. So come
She was
sub to
drunk
me.
that day when she tried to spell it.
Sorry, I'm tired. Fuck you, cunt.
Or she was hooking up with a French guy, either way.
All right, Samaj. You
Vive la France.
I don't make anything. Don't follow me. Don't look me up. Certainly don't type my name in on YouTube. And certainly don't go donate to a Little Miss Anonymous's charity stream.
Oh, see, now I feel bad.
Oh shit, Samaj.
But certainly
Oh, shit,
do
Samaj.
look up Samaj's name on Pornhub. You get
That's-
some very
But,
interesting
um,
results.
Samaj, ask Tiki Bomber. And Mask.
Fucking sub to me, bitches, or you're oppressing me, faggots.
Well,
Totally ask him.
Don't support the fucking patriarchy, bitches.
sweetheart, darling, sweet thing. You are only here to make sandwiches, okay?
No sandwiches for you then. The rest
All
get
right.
sandwiches.
That's okay.
Wait,
I got. Yes.
Apparently, I'm
Come on,
supposed to make
Samaj, you know you want to ask him.
Ask them. Ask them
Oh,
what?
what you can do for your country.
You know what I'm talking about.
There's many questions in my mind. I don't know which one are you referring to. Are you
The book.
the book? No, that's okay.
The book.
Oh, the
Yeah,
book.
I think
The
Mask would be a good
book.
one for that.
We'll talk about the book after we get offline.
Oh, the book.
Yes. Tiki, plug yourself.
Okay, so I'm Tiki Bomber. I am on YouTube only. I don't have Twitter, so you can look me up on YouTube under Tiki Bomber. I like video games. I like to do political discussions, and I like listening to other people's political discussions while I work.
I like turtles.
I like
I like
trains.
batshit insane feminism because then I could like tell them to shut the fuck up.
Actually, you could find me under the hashtag Islam a movie.
Now, good old Three Fingers. How deep does your content go?
About 3 fingers deep most of the time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I personally believe, there probably is not a God, but there is a Wrath of Controversy. You can find me on YouTube under the same name, Wrath of Controversy, or COD, whichever makes you happy. You can also...
Damn it, I wish I had that on tap. I have an audio file for that where I did a COD for one of my travels in Tumblr space.
Right.
I will pay you so much money for. I will pay you so much money for that. For that audio clip.
I will pay you all the Monopoly dollars, all of them.
I will pay you.
You can also find me on Twitter, Wrath_O_con. I'm plugging myself. Wait your fucking turn. Wait, you already had it.
Subscribe to Wrath of Controversy. Do it now.
Actually, I have a better one. I will give you all the schmeckles.
Speaking of schmeckle, where can people find you?
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta fucking plug myself too. Forgot this was a new channel. My main channel is Schmeckle. That's why people keep calling me Schmeckle. You can find it by typing the word Schmeckle into the YouTube search bar. I am now actually the first result when you search that particular word.
Wait, you
can also find me on Twitter at Schmeckle TV because some cunt took Schmeckle.
And we can also.
Would you like me to do you an outro here, Schmeckle?
Okay, so usually I end my own videos with a "That's it, now fuck off." So on the count of 3, everybody, let's give the 4 people apparently who are listening a nice big fuck off. 1, 2, 3. Fuck off!
Fuck off!
Fuck off!